Have you ever noticed that some people always expect something to go wrong? If something good happens, they wait for the bad part. If someone is kind to them, they wonder what the person's real intentions are. If life finally becomes peaceful, they start preparing for the next problem. No matter what happens, their mind seems programmed to expect the worst. So why are some people like this? Why can't they simply relax and enjoy the moment? Let's go deeper. Most people think these individuals are just negative, pessimistic, overdramatic. But psychology suggests something much deeper, because expecting the worst is often not negativity, it's protection. Now imagine this. Suppose you've been disappointed many times, people broke your trust, things didn't go according to plan. Unexpected problems kept appearing. At some point, your brain starts learning a lesson. Don't get too comfortable. Don't expect too much. Prepare yourself. And without realizing it, you begin expecting bad outcomes automatically, because the brain would rather prepare for pain than be surprised by it. Now here's something important. The human brain is naturally biased toward threats. Our ancestors survived because they noticed danger. The people who ignored potential threats were less likely to survive. As a result, your brain still pays more attention to problems than possibilities. It's trying to protect you, but sometimes it protects you too much. Now let's go deeper. People who always expect the worst often believe they're being realistic. They'll say, "I'm not negative. I'm just prepared." And to some extent, that's true. Preparing for challenges can be healthy. The problem begins when preparing becomes living. When your mind spends so much time in imaginary problems that you stop enjoying real life. Now here's the deeper truth. Expecting the worst creates the illusion of control. Think about it. If you're already imagining the worst-case scenario, then maybe it won't hurt as much if it happens. At least, that's what the brain believes. But reality doesn't work that way. You still suffer if something bad happens. The difference is, now you've suffered twice, once in your imagination and once in reality. Now let's take it one level deeper. People who expect the worst are often highly sensitive and highly aware. They notice patterns, remember disappointments, think deeply about consequences, and because of this, their mind constantly scans for potential problems, not because they're weak, because they're trying to feel safe. Now here's something fascinating. The brain cannot always distinguish between real danger and imagined danger. When you're worrying intensely, your body often reacts as if the threat already exists. Your heart rate changes, your muscles tense, stress increases, all because of something that hasn't happened and may never happen. No wonder constantly expecting the worst feels exhausting. Now here's what makes this cycle difficult. Sometimes the worst actually does happen, and when it does, the brain says, "See, I was right." The brain ignores the hundreds of times nothing happened and focuses on the few moments that confirm its fears. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. We notice evidence that supports our beliefs and overlook evidence that challenges them, and slowly, expecting the worst becomes a habit. Now, what can you do? First, recognize that preparing and worrying are not the same thing. Preparing solves problems. Worrying rehearses suffering. Second, ask yourself an honest question. Is this happening right now? Because many people spend their present moments fighting future scenarios. And third, remember that uncertainty goes both ways. Yes, something bad could happen, but something good could happen too. The future isn't only full of dangers, it's also full of possibilities. Now here's something powerful. The people who expect the worst are often not trying to be negative. They're trying to avoid getting hurt. They're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to feel safe. And that's deeply human, but there comes a point where protection becomes a prison. Because if you expect disaster everywhere, you stop fully experiencing life. You stop trusting. You stop relaxing. You stop appreciating the good moments while they're happening. So if you're someone who always expects the worst, remember this. Being prepared for pain is not the same thing as living in pain. And you don't have to spend today's peace paying for tomorrow's problems. Because sometimes the worst thing that happens is spending your entire life waiting for the worst to happen. If you enjoy psychology, human behavior, and understanding the hidden reasons behind the way we think, subscribe, because sometimes the habits we believe protect us are the very things preventing us from fully living